Hello, folks. Last weekend I decided to take the Classic out for a drive from North Tipperary down to Dungarvan for a classic car show. To get there, I went through the famous Vee Pass in County Tipperary. This iconic gap offers some of the most stunning panoramic views in the country. On the approach to the pass, you start to see a massive explosion of purple and pink. These are the famous rhododendrons flowering. They hit their peak in late May and early June, and it is truly spectacular. If you keep driving towards a spot called Whitewall Bridge, you will find a great little viewing point with a small car park. From here, you can see an entire valley blanketed in flowering rhododendrons. You really need to time your trip between mid-May and mid-June to see them blooming like this. They even flower deep into the surrounding forestry. My next stop was near Lismore Castle. Because I was heading straight to the classic car show, I didn't have time to visit the castle gardens today, but they are absolutely beautiful. I've been before and highly recommend them. Lismore itself is a gorgeous town and a perfect logical stop along the route. After Lismore, the route transitions into a long straight stretch of the N72, a 100 km/h main road heading into Dungarvan. To be honest, it was a bit unpleasant. My Classic only has a 4-speed manual transmission, so it gets quite noisy on these fast roads. The engine was under a bit of a strain, but thankfully she didn't overheat. Everything went well, but this car was definitely not designed for modern, fast highways. Before that straight stretch, the mountain roads near Lismore are wonderfully twisty. With the heavy forestry and sharp turns, it actually reminded me of driving through the Pyrenees. After a great time at the classic car show in Dungarvan, I kept the wheels rolling onto the Copper Coast. Cruising the Copper Coast is all about setting the revs, dropping the windows, and letting the ocean breeze do the rest. Running right between Dungarvan and Tramore in County Waterford, this 25-kilometre stretch of clifftop road is an absolute masterclass in classic driving territory. When I passed by Whitewall Bridge on the return leg, the small car park and the roadside were absolutely packed to the brim. There wasn't a single space left to park. Everyone had pulled over and was out taking pictures of the purple hillsides. In total, I covered around 300 kilometers on this trip, with absolutely zero technical problems. Was I worried about getting stranded? Not at all. To be honest, it didn't even cross my mind. I know this Rover inside and out. It's upgraded with electronic ignition, a high-quality solid-state fuel pump, and the carburetor was recently rebuilt. If you're ever traveling from Shannon Airport or Limerick, this makes for an absolutely phenomenal road trip route. You can start with a stop at the historic Cahir Castle, take the lovely walk down to the Swiss Cottage, and then head up through the Vee Pass into Lismore to tour their stunning castle gardens. From there, you just cruise right through Dungarvan and hit the spectacular Copper Coast. Overall, it was an incredibly enjoyable trip. The roads weren't too busy, the scenery was unmatched, and the Rover took it all in stride. If you love classic driving, you need to add this Irish route to your bucket list.